You know, temperatures are going to get really hot, guys, and we have some warnings to tell you about local waterways. I'm Jasmine Brooks, and this is 21X. Let's get started. E. coli, specifically found in the Susquehanna River in different parts. We had TJ Anthony on this one today. So there's actually a really helpful swim guide that you can download and a whole app, which shows you a map with certain spots that you want to look out for. But because of the high levels of E. coli found at the new Cumberland boat launch, that was something that put authorities on alert. And there are more concerns along the Susquehanna River as well. You could be tubing, you could be swimming, you could be boating, and it's going to be really hot. So a lot of people are going to be out on the water over the next week and, of course, into the summer in general. And so some of those river water, it really, spans hundreds of miles. And so it may be in there and you won't be able to necessarily obviously see this stuff, right? So there are different access points when it comes to the Susquehanna River. There's different points in Cumberland County and Lancaster, York County, and they were tested in different areas to see if E. coli was present. Well, they did in fact find some levels of E. coli, and it happened consecutively week after week. And that's why we picked up this story for you today. You can see TJ literally along the water there. So crews at the Lower Susquehanna Riverkeeper Association, they conduct the tests on a weekly basis. We're talking from May through September. And this happens every year. This is not a new thing. Well, half a dozen areas tested in the red category, and that is for high levels of E. coli. We're talking York and Cumberland counties, and then 8 places tested high in Lancaster County, 2 in Dauphin County. So that is kind of the overall story that we're following. But if you want specifics on where exactly this E. coli was found, go to CBS21.com. TJ did a really great piece today to fill you in on the E. coli levels throughout the Susquehanna River that you need to look out for if you're going to head to the water this week. All right, let's move on because we have a grandfather to introduce you to, but you know what? He's fighting cancer. But there is one way that he's not only motivating others, but helping himself recover. It's through exercise, believe it or not. He is fighting cancer by biking, but not just a little. He is literally doing more than 10,000 miles per year. Could you imagine? So there he is on your screen. His name is Andrew Gordon. His friends call him Andy. So we'll call him Andy. He was diagnosed with multiple myeloma cancer all the way back in 2013. So we're already in 2025. He has dealt with this for quite a bit. It is a cancer that's found in white blood cells in the bone marrow. Now, the disease has a 5-year survival rate. 5 years, guys. And the survival rate is just 50% when it comes to that. But he is defying the odds. How? He said fitness and recent cutting-edge treatment have helped him get through this diagnosis. He is 72, and he is 72, and he said that fitness has really just played such a big role in his life in healing, and he has biked, again, more than 10,000 miles a year all over central Pennsylvania, and he is certainly a motivating man for all of us to really hear his story. And you can hear his full story at CBS21.com. You'll hear from Andy. Okay, so let's take you to York County now, where a great shopping market is actually shutting down. Maxine Rose covered this one today, and exactly 1 month from today, more than 115 vendors in this York County marketplace, they could be actually without a place to sell their stuff. It's called the York Merchant. It's a marketplace. It announced its closure just this week on social media. So vendors see it and they're already moving out. A lot of them decided we're going to get out of here now. It has so many great things inside, from jewelry to candles to bags to plants. I mean, like just literally so much stuff. Food too, as you can see the chocolate covered gummy bears right there. So basically some say, all right, we're out of here. But it's not even been 5 years since this got started. Here's the deal. You have until July 18th. So some are sticking it out and they're going to stay. But if you've never checked it out, it might be something that you don't have long to do. July 18th, the last day for this marketplace in York County. This is not a good story, but it's not too serious. Donut disaster Here it is. So we're going to take you now to W Donuts in Lancaster County. They posted this on Facebook today, and it's heartbreaking, isn't it? All the donuts just all over the sidewalk. So what were they doing there and what happened? Well, basically the location in Ephrata delivers the fresh donuts. And let's not forget, they bake them all overnight from like 10 p.m. to 5 in the morning. And then they deliver them to this other shop. Well, they fell. And it spilled all over the place. And at the Lancaster shop, it was closed today because they cannot open a donut shop if they have no donuts. Tom, this is called W Donuts, by the way. What's your favorite kind of donut?
I'm a pretty plain glazed kind of guy.
Really? You want to know my favorite?
Yeah. What's yours?
So I love a Long John, but not everybody knows what a Long John is.
I was going to say, what is a Long John? What exactly is that?
Oh, okay. So Long John is the long donut, and on top it is an icing, like a white icing, and then coconut.
Coconut on there.
Mm-hmm. A Long John.
Wow. Yeah. All right. That's a little different. Good for you. But yeah, this is tragic to see that donuts.
Tragic. It's disastrous.
Tragic. All right. We have some storms that have moved in again. You know, we have this break through most of the evening. We're done with donuts now. We have some storms moving through tonight. And then tomorrow, we really heat things up. Even your donuts will be melting at 89 degrees. And then we'll see some storms in the afternoon. Summer officially arrives on Friday. I, for one, am excited. But then look at next week. So right on cue, we heat things up. Not just 90s, but mid-90s. Jasmine, it's going to feel like 100 to 105 when you factor in the humidity. So the heat index values triple digits next week.
Yikes. What do you think about that?
That's hot. It's hot. And I love the heat, but that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yes. That's very hot. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Tom Russell, for that hot forecast. Summer is just days away, guys. This has been your 21 Next episode for tonight, but I will see you here tomorrow. I'm Jasmine Brooks, live in the Control Center. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and even comment like Deb did about the donuts. Thank you for watching. Good night.